If you want to beat the best player at your table tennis club or the best player at the next tournament, it's actually not as hard as you think. Everyone, and I mean everyone, has a breaking point. I get it. You've played him in the last 5 tournaments, and he's held you under 5 every single time. 11-3, 11-4, 11-2. 11-2, 11-2, 11-4. And you just feel like you have no shot. Well, like I said, everybody has a breaking point. It's so easy for him to play at maximum potential when he's up 6-1 every single game. Once the score is closer, 5-5, 6-6, 8-7, 9-9, 10-9, he's not going to be able to play at that level. Everybody has a breaking point. When you're playing high-level players, there's 2 pitfalls to avoid, and I'm going to talk about both of those today. The first pitfall is just giving up. Every time he serves a serve that maybe you don't know how to return, throw up your hands and say, I can't return it, or he's just too fast, or he has too much spin, or I don't know where the ball's going, okay? So the first pitfall to avoid is just having this kind of attitude that, well, he's unbeatable. He actually is beatable. The second pitfall to avoid is the pitfall to feel like you need to take too much risk. And I'm sure you've played lower players and they just went out there and swung wild and beat themselves because they didn't think that they could win. Maybe 70, 80, 90% of the very low players that you play take this approach that, well, I can't win, so I'm just going to have to go for everything. No, you need to play within your playing system. Let's say, for example, if your level is 1800 and you're playing the top seed at the tournament that's 2200, play within your game. Don't just go out and try to smash all of his serves. If you're 2300 and you're playing that guy that's 2700, maybe he's the top seed at the tournament, play within your means. Do you need to take a little bit more measured risk? Maybe, but most people take way, way, way too much risk, or they just kind of mentally give up because they don't think they can win. You have to believe that you can win. You have to take it point by point and just stop and say, okay, am I losing this game because I myself am making too many errors? Or am I losing this game because this guy has one strong weapon that I need to avoid? Obviously, if you're making the errors, what are you going to do? You're going to problem solve. Maybe it's opening loop that you're missing. So maybe I need to be a little bit more adjustable to the location or the depth. Maybe I need to adjust to the spin. You're going to have to be able to problem solve on your end. If his particular weapon continues to win points, then you have to ask yourself, how can I stop that particular weapon? So many people get so bogged down with this guy's so good, that they actually don't put up a legitimate fight. So play within your means, learn to take measured risk, and if you do need to play a little bit riskier, maybe hit a little bit wider, maybe change speed, maybe be able to loop a little bit shorter and then one a little bit deeper. If you need to be able to make small adjustments, then do it. But now here's the key. These small measured risks that you take should not be something that you just break out in the tournament and you just try for the first time. These are things that you should be practicing with your training partner. These are things that you should be practicing with your Pong robot. If you're going to have different gears in your game, to be able to have a safe loop, to be able to have a driving loop, to be able to play wider or shorter or deeper or more spin or less spin or add a little bit of side spin, those things are great. But if those things are risks that you haven't ever developed with the Pong robot, haven't ever practiced, it's just demolition. You're just going to go out there and beat yourself. So I'm saying, have the mindset while you're practicing, while you go to the table tennis club, while you're playing with your robot in your basement or your garage or your office, have the mindset of playing against higher level players. What are the skill sets needed to beat that top guy at the club? How can I have the approach to play within my system? And if it's not working, I'm losing. I lost the first game and I'm down 4-1 in the second game. How do I take measured risks? Now, it's 7-7, but his particular shot that he hits is doing really well. I push deep to the backhand. He's playing great on the pivot. How can I play wider to the backhand? And then when you do play those guys, as soon as the match is done, take notes. You think that you're going to remember, but the reality is when you get back to practicing with the robot the following week, you're going to forget some. that memory of when you played against the top guy at the tournament or the top guy at your table tennis club should be a very vivid memory, and that should be implanted in your mind as you're doing your robot training. Training with the robot for specific opponents is going to produce much better results than just going through the motions of banging the ball into the net and hoping that something's going to happen. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe down below. And if you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave a comment. See you soon.